The Detroit Pistons all-time starting five. One of the most underrated teams in NBA history, the back-to-back world champion 89 and 90 Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. Let's look at the starting five all-time, and let's start at the center spot. Bill Laimbeer was the center, of course, on that team. We're not going to put Bill in the middle. We are giving it to Bob Lanier, the highest scoring average in franchise history, 22.7, second all-time in rebounds. He's third in blocks and total points. Bob Lanier, a Hall of Famer in 1992. Bob Lanier, by far the most talent to ever play center for the Detroit Pistons. At the four, a little unorthodox, but one of the greatest defensive players of all time and a back-to-back world champion, Dennis Rodman. There was no one like him, and his best years came with Detroit, despite winning titles with Chicago as well. Three of them, still a Piston at heart. Rodman was unbelievable on the fast break with Isiah and Dumars and could guard 1 through 5. Dennis Rodman at the four. At the three spot, his best years in the NBA by far were with the Detroit Pistons. Injured after he left, going to Orlando. You know who I'm talking about. Grant Hill brought the Pistons back after the bad boy years to actual respectability, 50-win seasons with Doug Collins. The Dookie with Detroit was on his way to a Hall of Fame career before he got hurt. Grant Hill at the three. At the two, also no doubt from those back-to-back world champions, Joe Dumars could do it on both ends. He could shoot it, he could get in the lane, and a phenomenal defender and a major reason why the Pistons were able to hold off the Bulls for 3 years. Dumars guarding Michael Jordan had a ton of help, but Joe was the main point guy, stopping MJ at least a little, helping Detroit get by the Bulls, winning a couple of NBA championships. Joe Dumars at the two. And at the one, hated by some, beloved by Pistons fans everywhere, 9 playoff appearances, back-to-back champion, the NBA Finals MVP of 1990, Isiah Thomas, 12 All-Star teams. Zeke was simply unbelievable, a phenomenal competitor, and every Piston fan and really every NBA fan will remember Zeke scoring 25 points in the third quarter, Game 6, the NBA Finals against the Lakers. Zeke on one leg, hopping around, hitting ridiculous shots. What an amazing competitor. Isiah Thomas at the one, and those are your all-time starting five for the Detroit Pistons.